Respect to Satou Sabally. She had the kind of take a respectful competitor has after the Fever beat the Wings. Sabally has really made the Wings, I think, into a dangerous team.
Fans were curious about their future relationships after Satu Sabally surprised praise for Caitlyn Clark as she left the Dallas Wings. Could her adoration for Caitlyn Clark foreshadow a future partnership or rivalry?
You're the number one pick. People are going to go after you. Whether it's for the right or wrong reasons, but people are going to go after you because they see greatness in you. And what the WNBA is measuring one type of greatness against the other greatness. So am I saying it's right that she's being pushed in the back? No, that's foul. That has no space in the sport, and we all know that.
Known for her poise on and off the court, Satu Sabally recently made headlines when she decided to quit the Dallas Wings. However, in the midst of this significant career change, Sabally's attention shifted from herself to Caitlyn Clark, a budding basketball star.
Big news in the WNBA. Satou Sabally has confirmed she will not be returning to Dallas in the next upcoming season in an unrivaled press interview. She goes to state, "I've already communicated with Dallas how grateful I am because they've made this a home for me for the past years, and I'm working with them together in finding the next home for me because I've already played my last game in Dallas." Wow. So what does this mean? Well, Dallas Wings will undoubtedly court her, which means they're gonna be looking for...
Meanwhile, during the past year, Caitlyn Clark, a prominent player renowned for her exceptional abilities and competitive spirit, has garnered a lot of attention. Clark's ascent has been swift, with record-breaking performances and clutch game-winning strokes.
Spaces the floor for us. She makes tough buckets. She gives us another option on the floor to run our off-ball screening action for. She gives us another player that can play with the ball in her hands in the two-man game. She just has a really high IQ and understanding of the game.
But fame also comes with pressure, and it's simple to lose yourself in the maelstrom of public scrutiny and media expectations. Knowing the burden that such a spotlight carries, Sabally made sure that Clark's welfare was discussed as well.
Caitlyn is an amazing generational talent, and she's going to do amazing things. But she also has to go through that first rookie year, and that sucks. Like, rookie years, you're the number one pick. People are going to go after you. Whether it's for the right or wrong reasons, but people are going to go after you because they see greatness in you. And what the WNBA is measuring one type of greatness against the other greatness.
In addition to being significant for Clark, this act sets a precedent for how seasoned athletes can motivate the next generation by openly discussing the network of support that Clark Sabally has access to. It also emphasizes the value of community and mental health in sports, a story that is sometimes obscured by statistics and awards, but is just as, if not more, crucial for the overall development of athletes at
some point you realize, no, you're here for a reason and you belong. And I mean, I'm not the type of person to get back down. So I'm just like, all right, you get at me, I'll get at you. So we'll see the next position, how that will go. But it's definitely, I think, a humbling experience, but it's also driving you to be better, to want to become better.
In a society where individual accomplishments frequently take center stage, Sabally's message strikes a deep chord because it emphasizes the value of sportsmanship, supporting one another through highs and lows. Sabally's emphasis on collective well-being is refreshing. Her remarks provide insight into a women's basketball culture that values compassion and unity for Caitlyn Clark. Having someone like Satu Sabally by her side is priceless because it serves as a reminder that she is not alone while she faces the difficulties of fame and expectations. The idea that the females in her immediate vicinity are willing to encourage and support her builds a safety net that can assist Clark thrive as a person as well as an athlete by making sure Caitlyn Clark is okay. Satu Sabally has once again shown that she is a kind leader in addition to being an amazing player.
I'll add something to that too. When I was driving to the game today, obviously it's annoying because there were way too many Caitlyn fans and but it just kudos because it's amazing to see so many people in women's basketball jerseys. It's amazing to see the excitement and the joy that comes out of that. So although I feel like our Dallas fans could have done better, I had mixed feelings obviously seeing all the Caitlyn jerseys in our home, but it's an amazing sign for women's basketball, and it's just great how far we've come. It's just fun. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. Yeah, thank you.
In a shocking turn of events, Satou Sabally announced that she was leaving the Dallas Wings. This announcement signifies the end of an era for the talented forward and the team that has watched her develop into a powerful force in the WNBA, known for her leadership off the court and her electrifying presence on it. The basketball community is curious about Sabally's future plans as a result of her decision. What's even more remarkable about this statement is that, despite many people's speculations, Sabally chose not to sign with the Chicago Sky, leaving both fans and analysts to wonder where this next chapter will take her in light of these revelations. Sabally took a moment to show her appreciation for rising star Caitlyn Clark, which increased the excitement around her announcement.
So Satou Sabally has officially said that she is gone. She is not coming back to the Dallas Wings, which I thought was interesting because I did think that with Satou, with her, Paige Becker's likely going to go to the Wings. With Satou, with Enrique Gambawale,
her departure signifies the end of a chapter that has been full of growth challenges and many memorable moments on the court. She has made significant contributions to the Wings' development over the years, helping to mold them into a competitive force within the league. The decision to stay in the Chicago Sky gives Sabally's announcement an additional degree of intrigue. Since the Sky recently won the WNBA championship, it seemed like a logical decision for someone of my caliber to join a championship-caliber team. However, Sabally's choice to pass up this chance implies that she has other goals in mind, perhaps ones that take precedence over her immediate championship aspirations.
Things about Satou Sabally is the fact that she's so well-rounded as a player. Last season, she averaged 18 points per game, 6.4 rebounds per game, and 5 assists on 45% shooting from three, which is
But it acts as a reminder of the mutual support and friendship that exist in the basketball community today. Eagerly awaits Satou Sabally's next move, whether it is to join another WNBA club, take her skills abroad, or even go in a different way nobody has predicted. Every one of these unanswered questions heightens the excitement in an already gripping story.
See, what the women were trying to say is that because we're talking about Caitlyn Clark, right, it diminishes what Lisa Leslie, what Cheryl Swoop, no, it does not. They did that, and it cannot be taken away. You can praise Patrick Mahomes without diminishing Tom Brady. Give that woman her props, because she brought more eyes than anybody in the history that's ever played in the league, whether you like it or not. Look at the sales. It speaks for themselves. Y'all make it seem like the girl was a bum, but y'all still want to talk this foolishness. She deserved to be on the Olympic team.
Finally, Satou Sabally's journey is marked by bold choices and a relentless pursuit of both professional and personal growth. Her most recent declaration is just one more chapter in an inspiring and captivating story. The basketball community closely follows her as she goes, ready to support her wherever her path leads, especially among her supporters of the Indiana About Sat. Fevers are agog. The star forward's decision to move on was given an unexpected twist by Sabally's abrupt departure from the Dallas Wings and her praise of Caitlyn Clark, a talented player who might find a new home with the Fever. Sabally's admiration for Clark goes beyond simple flattery. It is proof of Clark's rising prominence as one of the most exciting players in the game. Sabally's comments have further heightened curiosity on Caitlyn Clark's future. Clark, who stands an impressive 6 feet 4 inches, combines her height with exceptional skill on the court. She is well known for her ability to lead a team, score goals, and deliver assists.
Growing up, my parents knew I was super competitive from a young age. I'm not sure they always loved it. When I was young, I really didn't know how to control it. I was so competitive, really, no matter what we did, not just sports. If we were playing a board game at home or like even in class at school, like I was super competitive. Sometimes my teachers would have to talk to my mom like, you need to figure out how to calm this girl down because rocket math is not that serious. But it was to me.
Indian. According to Sabally's remarks, Fever supporters have every reason to be ecstatic because she thinks Clark has a lot of potential as a player and as a game changer for any team fortunate enough to sign her. Given her height, which naturally gives her an advantage in both offense and defense, Clark's versatility and quickness might be a tremendous addition to the Fever, who desperately need a new skill and energy boost. Caitlyn Clark is an intriguing prospect who could be a fantastic fit for the Fever because of her dynamic play style and the team's need for a strong, versatile player. B's exit and her glowing endorsement of Clark have stoked conjecture on the Fever's future course of action. Fans are curious to watch how the team's administration will react. If they decide to take a risk and sign Clark, the possibility is definitely.
I would say, like, I don't know, life-changing maybe?
That's a great one. I think
and
that's
like all in a good way. Like, I mean, things just change really fast. Like, as you guys know, like that's just how the world works. And especially with social media, people see a lot of your life, but that's what makes it fun and why I've had so many cool opportunities too.
Clark's entrance may also mark the beginning of a new era for the Fever, as her youth and talent make her a long-term investment with potential dividend payments for years to come. She could work in tandem with current players to produce a synergy that takes the squad to new heights. She would probably become a fan favorite due to her height and skill set, bringing renewed energy to Fever games and possibly increasing ticket sales and fan interaction. The league clubs are also excited, and fans are keeping a careful eye on things, wondering where Clark will end up and if Sabally's remarks might affect her choice. If Clark chooses to assume the mantle in Indiana, the loss of Sabally's wings might very well turn into a gain for the Fever.
Fever and Satou Sabally for real. Now we know that Satou is, you know what I'm saying, trending all over social media for her concerns and wanted to possibly join the Indiana Fever. A lot of people thought it was just fun and games. That is until last night when all three of the ladies were spotted at the same game down in Texas. And make things even more confusing and spooky, Arike Ogumawale was definitely at this game as well. And guess who was far, far, far away from her? Satou Sabally.
As the upcoming season approaches, Clark's fame will only grow, and the records she broke guarantee that she will remain a prominent player with rivals planning to lessen her influence. This is where Sabally's assistance becomes essential. As teams prepare to counter Clark's brilliance, having a player like Sabally, who is not only supportive but also willing to step up when needed, will be crucial in navigating the challenges of the season. His presence and encouragement signify more than just admiration. They promise a formidable partnership on the court. This support bond could be the secret to both stars reaching even higher heights. The WNBA has been shaken by Sabally's departure from the Dallas Wings, which has led to curiosity and conjecture regarding her next move among those closely monitoring the rising star's future. Sabally's versatility has long been recognized by Stephanie White, head coach of the Indiana Fever White, who frequently compliments her on being one of the league's most dynamic forwards due to her combination of size, skill, and basketball IQ. Sabally is a sought-after player for any team hoping to improve their standing in the league because of her well-known ability to influence both ends of the court.
I'm sure it had to be like some hating going on.
Oh, for sure.
Like, who is this young girl coming around think they gonna take our spot?
Yeah, like, and pushed down, stared down by this 34-year-old woman. I'm like,
I want to hear this story now.
she was a hater. Literally in a drill, pushed me down, stared me down. It's like, what are you gonna say? And I just like got up real quick because I'm just like, nah, I can't get, back down like that. But I didn't really say a lot. And
The possibility of Sabally joining the Indiana Fever could be a game-changing move. The team, led by White, is currently rebuilding and hoping to move up from the league's lower divisions and regain their position as a contender. Adding Sabally to their roster could hasten this process considerably. In addition, Sabally's youth and potential perfectly match the Fever's long-term vision. Her presence could not only increase the team's immediate competitiveness, but also serve as a cornerstone for their future success. Her scoring ability, rebounding prowess, and defensive versatility would fill several gaps for the Fever, giving them a potent weapon in their arsenal. It's evident from White's appreciation of Sabally's play that the coach believes she has what it takes to guide the Fever into a new era of excellence. In a league where rivalries frequently take precedence over respect for one another, fans and analysts would watch with bated breath if the Indiana Fever were to sign Sabally, one of the most important signings in recent memory, indicating a serious intent to rise through the ranks. Sabally's kind words for Caitlyn Clark have been a refreshing change, even if she played for rival teams the previous season. Clark's admiration has drawn the attention of both WNBA fans and commentators. This display of unity is uncommon and especially significant in the cutthroat world of professional sports, when there are very few favorable public remarks toward players on rival teams. Although Caitlyn Clark, a rising star recognized for her dynamic playmaking and scoring prowess, has not always received extensive praise from her fellow WNBA players, her talent is apparent, and the intense competitiveness frequently restricts how much open praise opponents may give one another. Meanwhile, fans on X have noticed that conversations concerning Clark have been rife on the platform due to Sabally's remarks. As supporters of the Indiana Fever wonder about the prospect of Clark joining them, her name has been trending. The team, which is currently rebuilding, would surely benefit from a player of Clark's caliber. Although it is still unclear whether Clark will succumb to the fever, fans are clearly excited about how this plot unfolds, and the excitement surrounding Clark's future is evidence of her increasing influence in the league. Sabally's exit from the Wings may have been anticipated, but her public support of an opponent is a curveball that has added excitement to the offseason with the support and recognition from a peer like Sabally. Do you think Clark will succumb to the fever, or will she continue to make her mark somewhere else? If you liked it, please let us know in the space provided for comments below. Additionally, subscribe to see more videos today.